So I just have to say congratulations to Shawn Valentino on your first movie, The Bachelor Party. Okay, so this movie will, I'm sure, trump all movies in entertainment. So good luck to the most famous bachelor in the entire galaxy in choosing love over the lifestyle. Now you're gonna be happy because even Playboys can fall in love. All the best. God bless you. Have fun.
Shawn, the most famous bachelor in the galaxy. Congratulations on your first film. From the girl next door to the Playboy next door. Good luck finding love, but keep the Playboy lifestyle alive.
Hey Shawn, it's Holly Madison. I heard about your amazing new movie. I wanted to say congratulations to the most famous bachelor in the galaxy. No mission is impossible. Good luck on choosing between love and the lifestyle. Bye.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and I got a very special shout out for the Showstopper, Shawn Valentino. I know you finished your first movie, The Bachelor Party, and when it comes to ladies, Shawn, you are the excellence of execution. Now, I know this film is going to be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be. Good luck to the first bachelor of the cinema.
Hey, Shawn, congratulations on your movie, The Bachelor Party. That's a huge accomplishment to make a movie. You say that this movie will show you the money? Well, does that mean, like, if I watch it, I get paid? Because that's pretty cool. Also, the human head doesn't weigh 8 pounds, Shawn. I'm really sorry to break it to you. It's, like, more like 12. But I hear yours weighs 25. Pretty crazy. Must be a smart guy. And apparently, you had them at exactly. Happy for you. Congratulations. And Mazel Tov. Have an amazing day.
Oh, hi, Shawn. Congratulations, Shawn Valentino, on the new film, The Bachelor Party. Sounds like a winner. Now, I heard the rumor amongst the trades is that it's the greatest motion picture ever made. Well, second only to The Room, of course. But disaster awaits you if you don't follow the saga of the most famous bachelor in the galaxy, Shawn Valentino. He's gonna crush it.
Hey everybody, it's film critic Richard Roper, but in particular, I want to say hi to the showstopper, Shawn Valentino. Congratulations in starring in your first movie, The Bachelor Party. Now, if there are two genres worthy of satire, I'd say it's got to be spy films and The Bachelor, so I think this is going to be a parody of those two combined. Genius! Listen, a lot of people don't know this, but Shawn was actually the first choice to star in Captain America, but he was too buff. Too handsome, so they went in another direction. All right, big thumbs up to Shawn. Good luck, kid.
And now, the motion picture event of a lifetime, The Bachelor Party, starring Shawn Valentino. Watch the showstopper as he makes the decision of a lifetime, choosing between love and the lifestyle. The galaxy awaits your decision.
Ain't nothing but a California party. Come on, ain't nothing but a California party.
When you hit LAX, you know who to call. The one with it all, Big Snoop Dogg. I got green trees, whatever you like. I can get it all day, you can have it by night. Cuz the plug, I get you anything, by any means. Gangsta, 501s, shell toes, tank top, no skinny jeans. breaking away, taking a chance while making a play. Take it away, feel the fire, now drift away. Smoking on a bleezy, spliff a J. 2 hits a day, keep me with a whole bunch of shit to say. Raise the flag, toast the glass, shake the bag, now take a drag.
I've been drinking juice and gin. It's a California party. I've been smoking, mind is open. We ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Good evening, ladies, and welcome. I would like to introduce you to the lifestyle. On behalf of Shawn, thank you very much for joining us. Each of you lovely ladies has had the opportunity to spend quality time with Shawn in the past. Only one of you lucky ladies will be the one that changes Shawn's status as the most famous bachelor in the galaxy. Which one of you will stop the Showstopper show?
Oh my god, I think I like this house better than his others.
Man, this place is awesome. Shawn really has great taste.
Some of these pictures could be paintings. Wow, just wow.
Ladies, pick your poison.
I'm gonna have a whiskey on the rocks.
Vodka and water. Oh, silly me, I mean soda.
I'll have a beer, please.
Una margarita, por favor.
A glass of your finest wine.
And as you know, Shawn is a man of very fine taste. And at this time, I would like to propose a toast to each and every one of you, and more importantly, to the lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Now, Shawn will be on his way soon, and when he arrives, this will be, without a doubt, the toughest decision of his life. However, that's then, and this is now. So let's enjoy ourselves, enjoy the party, and enjoy the lifestyle.
I can't believe Shawn invited that girl here. I mean, she's hot, but I heard she used to be a dancer.
Sure, where? At a fire station? I've heard she's given more rides than Uber. So, you used to date Shawn?
That's right, Boo. Why are you here? Oh, yeah. Shawn likes Mexican food. You must be the cook.
And you must be the entertainment. I'm sure we'll all be seeing you at the Playboy room later, hanging upside down.
Wouldn't you just love that? Oh, hey, can I put an order in for a burrito later?
Oh, sure. I'm sure you've had plenty of burritos. But as far as Shawn's choice, I'm the whole enchilada.
Ooh, hey y'all. I love enchiladas.
Keep it light on the salsa, señorita.
Great one, Shawn. Classy stripper.
Hey, that's not very nice. Some of my best friends are strippers. Hey, why are you carrying that?
You mean this? This is a book.
I figured that. I mean, like, why do you have it?
Shawn gave this to me. It's his favorite book. He may not act like it, but he actually enjoys intelligent women.
I heard he's like an author, which means like he wrote a book. Like, yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of cool. I've never met anyone who's written a book.
Well, other than me, I don't think Shawn's ever met a woman who's ever read a book.
Hey, I read the whole Twilight series.
So, what do you do?
Well, that's none of your business.
I'm just wondering if the rumors are true.
I prefer to keep things mysterious.
That's not what I hear. I hear you put everything up in the open.
I guess that's for me to know and Shawn to find out. Bye, Millennia.
You want to know a secret? This whole party is just a facade. I know that Shawn wants a European woman, and I'm the only real lady here.
Well, sweetheart, Shawn does like a woman with confidence.
I know what Shawn likes even better than he does. So, where are you from?
I'm from a place called Parts Unknown. But enough about me. You need to focus on your competition.
Honey, there's no competition.
What do you guys think Shawn does for a living? I heard he's like a Bollywood star.
I heard he's royalty, a direct descendant of some wealthy Arabian sheiks.
No, girl, that is way too simple. He is a direct descendant from Egyptian gods. He even reads books in hieroglyphics. And I'm pretty sure he was born in a pyramid.
Well, rumor is, when Hefner passed away, Shawn was the first in line to take over the Playboy mansion.
That does make sense. Hugh was like the modern-day Great Gatsby. Kind of like the enigmatic Showstopper we all know and love.
You probably already know who I am, but I wanted to give you the pleasure of introducing myself. Valentino. Shawn Valentino.
Okay, so, Rich. That is your name, right? You're quite the mystery man. What do you do?
Let's just say I handle Shawn's affairs.
Wow, that must be difficult. With all of Shawn's women?
No, I mean his business affairs.
To you, I may look like the average boy next door, but I'm not like the other guys. I have some characteristics of a human being. Flesh, blood, cool hair, but not a single detectable trace of human emotion. It is my gift and my curse. You may even fool yourself into thinking we may have something in common, but in reality, you have no idea what it's like to be me.
True or false? Is it true that you're Shawn's best friend? And if yes, what can you tell us about him?
Let me put it this way. I know the Showstopper better than anyone in the entire galaxy. And you think you know him too? You don't. In reality, you know way less than you could possibly imagine.
You may have heard the rumors about me, that I'm able to fix things that aren't broken, that I've read books that have yet to be written, that I achieve perfection without practice. I don't like to brag, so I feel compelled to humbly inform you that everything you've heard about me is absolutely true.
Come on, Richie. I know you know more than you're letting on. And I have my way of discovering secrets.
Chen, your persistence is greatly appreciated, but my secrets are safe with me.
I lived a lifestyle of fantasy, but after Hef passed away, I've realized it might be time to live a real life. That's why I decided to invite the most special ladies in my life to my top secret compound. Each one thinks she's the one that I may choose. What they don't realize is my true decision has yet to be made. The mission to decide between love and the lifestyle.
The word best used in this case is mysterious. Shawn Valentino, the man, the myth, the legend, an international playboy who resides somewhere between reality and the Twilight Zone.
I've won every award imaginable. Celebrities have clamored to interview me, but I chose to remain a mystery.
I told the girls right from the beginning, you know, I'm a very open-minded person. I'm traveling the world. I'm doing a lot of different things.
And he asked you to go to an exotic location with him.
Yeah, he asked me when our next trip was going to be.
And do you understand the show today is about womanizers and guys that go after a lot of women?
Can't settle a Playboy down, that's for sure.
Are you a Playboy, sir?
Absolutely. We met at the Playboy Mansion, sir.
Who's your biggest competition here, you think?
Nobody.
Nobody?
My motto in life is to minimize worries and maximize life experiences.
Do you write all this down before you say it?
I don't need to. I live it.
And what is your book?
My book is called The Showstopper Lifestyle.
Being the most famous bachelor in the galaxy means living life under the spotlight. As a result, I haven't had more than 10 minutes of sleep in over a decade. Today began like any other day. I woke up at 3 a.m. when I heard what I thought was one of my many female stalkers in the midst. Showstopper headquarters had sent Agent Shelly Martinez, the world's top female wrestler, for my protection. Thankfully, I was mistaken. Lately, the pressures of the lifestyle have begun to play tricks with my mind. These days, it feels like my every thought makes international headlines.
This just in, breaking news. With the galaxy in turmoil after Hugh Hefner's tragic passing, legendary bachelor Shawn Valentino is rumoured to be leaving the Playboy lifestyle to settle down with one of his special girlfriends. Hearts are breaking all over the world over this earth-shattering speculation.
Donald Trump and all the world's leaders have convened in Geneva to sign a global peace. Wait, this just in. Breaking news. The most famous bachelor in the galaxy, Shawn Valentino, is rumored to be leaving the lifestyle. Women all over the galaxy are in mourning.
Somehow the media had discovered that I was thinking of leaving the lifestyle to settle down. But the headline that followed made me realize that the circumstances were more dire than I could have possibly imagined.
Breaking news. It pains me to report this, but notorious nutcase Stevie Stearns has escaped from the Showstopper sanatorium. The president of the Shawn Valentino fan club is now on the loose and considered to be disarming and extremely dangerous. A global advisory warning has been issued.
They say the most dangerous men on the planet have the friendliest faces. And in my universe, Stevie Stearns The deranged president of my fan club was the face of fear. He had somehow escaped. As a great man once said, like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
Good morning, Mr. Valentino. Hugh Hefner has passed away. You are now officially the most famous bachelor in all of the galaxy. The most special ladies in your life think that you are ready to leave the lifestyle and settle down. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, may be your last real chance at love. Or you can continue to live a life of decadence and fantasy. As usual, if you choose to leave the lifestyle, all knowledge of your actions will be deleted. This mission will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
I packed my briefcase with my guns and roses, and the manifesto. Agent Martinez warned me that this mission was impossible before I disappeared into the night.
Imagine, if you will, one word that describes Shawn.
My God, the man exudes confidence. In college, he would ace tests from classes he wasn't even taking. You look up the definition of confidence and you see his picture right there, staring right back at you, looking totally cool.
Gina first discovered me at Sterling Heights High School. As you can imagine, I was the most popular guy in school, class president and star athlete. They not only retired my jersey, but they tore down the entire stadium because nobody could follow my formidable footsteps. Gina was an outcast, but I saw something special in her. She was like one of those nerdy girls you see in movies, who is actually the hot girl. But she's portrayed as a nerd just because she wears glasses.
Yes, mysterious Fitz. Actually, the reason why he's such a turn-on is because he's so mysterious.
There's nothing more frustrating than a man that's too predictable.
That's one of the things that intrigues me about him. He always leaves me wondering what's on his mind.
You gotta leave him wanting more, right?
Brooke Benton was every guy's Barbie fantasy. In fact, when she was born, her parents named her last name after Barbie Benton, the lady that convinced Hef to buy the Playboy mansion. But being a gentleman of extreme emotional depth, it wasn't just her blonde hair that I preferred. She had the sweetness of Sleeping Beauty. I've always said that my dream girl was part Playboy playmate and part Disney princess. And Brooke was like a creation out of Walt and Hef's Dream Factory, invented specially for the lifestyle.
I think we all knew Shawn was a playboy when we first laid eyes on him. I knew I did. He loves to travel, but he isn't just worldly, he is otherworldly.
The intergalactic playboy!
Natasha Grace was the very definition of elegance and class, traits you don't come across often in the lifestyle. Her parents named her last name after Grace Kelly, one of my favorite classic film stars. Natasha and I traveled the galaxy together, but the magic really began on a romantic sunset stroll in Malibu, where we both stood around and struck obnoxious poses for no apparent reason. Yes, we'll always have Malibu.
Do you really want a bad boy? Or do you want to find out what's underneath?
But sometimes being bad is so good.
China was the girl from the wrong side of the tracks. When she first approached me, I knew right away we had a special connection because she complimented me on my car. From that moment, I realized it was time to drive her in the right direction. From the nightmares of her childhood to the dreams of the lifestyle. We were both only children, but the difference was that her loneliness made her develop a bad girl reputation just to get attention. And me, well, I'm afraid of not being alone.
Do I really need to say it? The Showstopper has attitude. But what none of you know is that underneath that bravado is a teddy bear. I remember when I first met him, the first thing I noticed was the swagger. He controlled the entire room, and it wasn't even there yet.
Kinda like right now, right?
I guess the problem was I was afraid of her getting too close. In the dating world of the lifestyle, when emotions appear, I disappear. But Layla tells me, when I'm out of sight, I'm on her mind. So my disappearing act had magically drawn me closer to her. You gotta leave 'em wanting more, right? Ironically, Layla's passion and persistence had weakened my superhero exterior and left me yearning for more of her desire, as only a luscious Latina can in the lifestyle.
Nothing is more fascinating than an international man of mysteries. He even makes James Bond look like a choir boy.
People often think I'm excited about life because I'm surrounded by beautiful women. In reality, I'm surrounded by beautiful women because I'm excited about life. You see, being a playboy isn't just about the women and the world travel. It's a confidence and attitude towards life. The ladies are drawn to the escapism of the lifestyle. After all, women may need security, but they also crave excitement. However, after living my life in the eye of the storm, lately I've been craving a little bit more security myself. That's what led me to the decision of a lifetime.
Ladies, what is Shawn's favorite movie?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, of course it is. Duh. That wasn't the question. He asked what Shawn's favorite movie was.
Any other guesses?
Can't Buy Me Love.
Well, that can't be too expensive.
It's an American classic, honey. Obviously, you wouldn't know. It stars a young McDreamy, and Shawn is gonna make my dreams come true.
Good choice. And by the way, China, looking good.
Thank you.
Like I knew you would. Any other guesses, ladies?
Eyes Wide Shut. Shawn loves that movie. It's probably too sophisticated for any of you to know, but Shawn and I watched it together on a date, and I was the first lady who opened up his eyes.
Oh, please. As if any of you know what's going on underneath those shades.
Brooke, what do you think?
She doesn't.
Actually, it is King Kong. Think about it, y'all. A story of a fantasy island and a larger-than-life exotic creature and a gorgeous blonde he falls in love with. When I watched it with him, he actually cried. He told me that when King Kong stood atop the Empire State Building, it reminded him of himself.
That's not his favorite movie. Shawn may not break down his walls so easily, but the walls of his homes tell a different story. The first movie that Shawn showed me was Vanilla Sky. It's a little trippy, but it made sense. The story of a cocky young playboy who has it all, but all he really wants is someone to love and share his lifestyle with.
Enough about Shawn. Tell us about the movie.
I've seen it. Tom Cruise shatters his face in a car accident, and then he's searching for somebody to love him for who he really is.
Great choices, ladies. But have any of you seen Alfie, starring Jude Law?
I may look like I'm lonely, but I've always said that being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. In fact, the lifestyle has given me more freedom to enjoy precious memories with my friends, like Sir Oliver Regis.
Oliver Regis. Oliver Regis. Oliver Regis. ringside renegade himself, Oliver Regis.
This Britain's biggest chancer, the man who charms his way into A-list parties in the States.
How did you pull this off?
This is mission impossible. I mean, it's the biggest fight of all time, so I had to do it.
We see a photo, you're sitting next to LeBron and you're sitting next to Mike Tyson.
That's right.
P. Diddy, Gerard Butler, Demi Lovato, our very own Chris Hemsworth. His brazen move has made Oliver a celebrity.
Jennifer Lopez, when she walked in, damn, she had a good butt.
Okay.
Oh, I liked it.
No, I won't argue with that. I'm sure you guys.
Oliver Regis goes by OJ, and again, the Instagram account OJ Entertainment. That's a great. It's
3 hours of live TV, and you're welcome.
That's maybe the best moment in sports center history.
OJ Entertainment is the #1 ranked MMA fighter in the galaxy. He is the first person in history to be knighted 3 times by British royalty, and also considered Europe's most eligible bachelor. So not only is he a knight, he is also the king of the night. As I thought about what life would be like leaving the lifestyle, I remembered what Sir OJ once told me. In the life of a bachelor, there is no more frightening prospect than being domestified. Some people tell me that living a lifestyle of fun and fantasy may end up being a lonely way to live. I've always told them it's the only way to live. When I look back on my fantasy life, the lessons I've learned is that the most important thing is to minimize worries and maximize life experiences. After all, the most valuable thing we have is our time. My lifestyle has always been about the pursuit of pleasure. As you know, I even wrote a book on my ideology, and it became the second best-selling book in human history after the Bible. I'm sure you've read it, but in case you are one of the rare few who haven't, it's called The Showstopper Lifestyle. You can find it in the superhero story section on shelves. I've been told that Dan Bilzerian has been attempting to get an invitation to my parties. Calabasas is the most affluent city in the galaxy, home of Hollywood royalty, and I was its most esteemed resident. But lately, my fame has left me isolated. I had to purchase a top-secret compound because other celebrities kept trying to invade my territory for autographs and selfies. In fact, even my selfies are taken by world-famous photographers, and my social media posts make international headlines. It is widely rumored that the Kardashians moved here to keep up with me.
I like your dress. So, what do you do?
I'm a professional dancer.
Really? Which school did you study at? So, where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
They speak English over there?
I speak 6 languages.
Is Espanol one of them? Well, you might want to pack your bags now and go home, because you see, Shawn, he loves Latinas. We are the spiciest and the sexiest.
Well, then you must be thinking about a different Shawn. Because Shawn, he loves European women. When I'm with Shawn, we don't have time to talk. He's a man of action.
I love action movies, especially Mission Impossible.
Speaking of impossible missions, why don't you Tom Cruise your way out of here and go play with your Barbie dolls?
And let a real woman win this game.
It's on.
It's on, are you alone? Come on, I'ma give you what you want. Let me prove it to you, just move it to you. I'ma do it to you now. I'm gone, you're blown. No phone, nobody's gotta know about you and me and what we do.
Now you looking good, baby, I'ma need a taste. I got no patience, don't make me wait. Escape to my place. Let's race, let me get to home base, then fix me a plate. My mind's on my money, but I still need your honey. Laugh now, I cry later, cause hater than funny. Smart girl got brain, don't tell me what you want from me when I go deep. She feel it in her tummy, yes, I need you to be someone who gon' ride with me. Go through all the lows and the highs with me. Stay fly as me, get high, baby, ride with me.
It's on, are you alone? Come on, I'ma give you what you want. Let me prove it to you, just move it to you. I'ma do it to you now. It's on, are you alone? Come on, I'ma give you what you want. Let me prove it to you, just move it to you. I'ma do it to you now. I'm gone, you're blown. No phone, nobody's gotta know about you and me and what we do.
And it's on, give it to me, come on, give it to me, come on, give it to me. Cause it's on, and it's on, and on, and it's on, and on, come on, come on, give it to me, come on.
Mr. Valentino, news of your mission has become global news. If you aren't careful, knowledge of your top secret mission will travel across the galaxy. Remember what happened last time you visited Saturn. Keep a low profile and bring plenty of disguises.
This was my favorite spot for a romantic rendezvous, a secluded clifftop in Malibu Canyon. It had a sweeping panoramic view of the Santa Monica Mountains. When I was there with someone special, I was swept up in nostalgic memories of my days trekking the Himalayas. I shared tales when I climbed Mount Everest without any hiking equipment. I've always had a soft spot for Marilyn Monroe, and Brooke Benton was like my real-life Miss Golden Dreams. She had everything a refined gentleman like myself could want in a woman: blonde hair and a stunning smile. But there was more to her than a dazzling grin. People have the strange misconception that in traits I look for in a woman, intelligence is low on the list. So Brooke liked to play dumb. However, underneath that airhead facade, she was one of the few people in the galaxy with an IQ that was within the vicinity of my own. At times, we had long intellectual conversations. Some of them lasted up to 3 minutes. I've always had a soft spot for Latin women. I'd even spent a summer in the Amazon searching for a caliente queen. Layla Garcia was the loveliest Latina I've known. She was sweet and sexy, and spicier than habanero peppers with a side of jalapenos. It is no secret that I like to live on the edge, and Layla was the one that prevented me from going over it. When you live a life of fantasy, sometimes you need someone to bring you down to earth, and Layla's nurturing nature had managed to humble the heartbreaker himself. She loved to cook, clean, kiss and caress my fragile exterior. What more could a bachelor want? I always had a soft spot for Scandinavian women, and despite her elegant exterior, deep inside Natasha Grace has always loved my scandalous ways. Swedish women are some of the most sexiest in the galaxy, but it was her sophistication that intrigued me. She was cultured and confident enough to keep up with my jet-setting ways, and she was independent enough where she wouldn't get too clingy. Women often say my absence makes their hearts grow weaker. What I loved about Natasha is she was open-minded, adventurous, and didn't want to hang out more than once or twice a year. My James Bond reputation was more than just an image. Like 007, I preferred to keep my bonds with the ladies loose. My Swedish sweetheart was just as elusive. Interestingly enough, that had only heightened my intrigue. Could Natasha be one of the ties that bonds closer and earns an exclusive invitation to the international adventures of the lifestyle? I've always had a soft spot for Italian girls, and underneath those thick glasses and shy exterior, Gina was a woman with a wild side ready to let loose and travel the galaxy. They say when I'm in Rome, they do as I do. but Gina's angelic face would be at home in the heavens of the Sistine Chapel. On top of that, I learned in grade school that she could cook a mean plate of spaghetti carbonara, my favorite dish. And when I had a lot on my plate, she was there to support me. How could I not choose her? I had been her best friend and like a hero to her since high school. Of course, the downside is I'd have to invest in a lifetime supply of contact lenses because the only glasses you can wear in public, in the lifestyle, are the ones that shield your eyes and your soul. I've always had a soft spot for Asian women, and China exemplified exotic sex appeal. We both love fast cars and a faster life. She has a bad reputation, but as my old man told me when I was 2 years old, good girls go to heaven, but bad girls make you feel like you're in heaven. As you can imagine, I'm no saint. In fact, if you lit candles for all my sins, you could set the world on fire. But to China, I've been a guardian angel. She credits the lifestyle for saving her life, but her spontaneous spirit and rebellious attitude brought a spark into mine. One of my most profound philosophies is that one should live every moment like it's their first. And when we were together, we are like two teenagers making magic under the moonlight. So, when I make my decision, will it be China, forever bathing in the fountain of youth? That is, the lifestyle. It was the picture-perfect backdrop for passion in the lifestyle.
Shawn is a loner. He's the one man who is an island.
He's so mysterious that he's at his most distant when you're closest to him.
I love how positive he is. It's like the grass is always greener on his side of the mountain. Ricola.
The irony with Shawn is, it's hard to love him, but it's harder not to.
Even his worst enemies consider him their best friend.
When life gives you lemons, make margaritas.
Shawn, he's like a magician. I heard that one time he pulled himself out of a hat.
Shawn is magic. I once saw him make an omelet without even cracking an egg.
When I was 2 years old, my old man told me, keep your enemies close and your girlfriends at a distance. As I thought back of the one that got away, I realized I should have listened to him. Her name was Imara Love. She came from Bollywood to Hollywood looking for love, but what she found was something beyond her imagination: the lifestyle. She was my semi-sorta quasi-girlfriend. One of the first women I ever kind of liked. Sadly, in the end, Imara disappeared forever. Nobody knows what happened to this angelic soul, but it is rumored that she suffered the most painful ending imaginable. She died of a broken heart. Another casualty of Hollywood, but more importantly, another victim of the lifestyle.
So, earlier, you told me that you handle Shawn's affairs, but you didn't tell me. What does Shawn do?
I could tell you, but then I would have to kill myself. What's up, man? You're gonna sit here alone all night at your own party?
You drinking again? That was never one of your strong suits.
Well, dropping in and out of people's lives was never one of yours. Look at all these women here tonight, man. Each and every one of them is here for you, and you haven't spoken to a single person yet.
You gotta leave them wanting more, right?
Keep up this lone wolf act, you're gonna leave them wanting less. These girls here tonight, they really care about you, man.
Who cares?
You do. And honestly, I just want to make sure you don't end up alone.
Being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely.
Yeah, well, it sure is a lonely way to live.
It's the only way to live.
Okay. I'm your best friend, man. So if you ever need anything, I'm here for you.
You have no idea what it's like to be me.
So why don't you tell me then?
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I know more than you think I know.
Marilyn Monroe once said, "It takes a smart girl to play a dumb blonde." Brooke Benton was the most intelligent woman I've ever known. Her stunning smile was a reminder why gentlemen prefer blondes.
Hey, Mr. Showstopper. I've got a secret for you, a real good one.
My whole life's a secret.
I read your book.
Wow. I've never met a girl who's read a book before.
It was really inspiring. I loved how you said that every person has a superhero inside of them. I guess I'm still trying to discover mine.
You got there, kid.
My favorite part of your book was when you said that every fantasy comes from a foundation of reality. I never knew you were so close to your family. I'm really close to mine too. I guess when my fantasies come true, I'll be thanking them first.
You're a smart girl.
Really? You think so? I guess I just feel like I have to put on this dumb blonde act because that's what everybody expects out of me. But you know, when I'm with you, I feel like I can be myself. So is it true what they say about your dad?
Father. It's a big mystery. He disappeared in space.
Do you have a photo of him? I guess I could see the resemblance. Has anyone ever told you your dad looks like Rodney Dangerfield? He looks just like you.
You know what my father told me when I was young? Before you criticize anybody, realize that not all the people in the world have had all the advantages that you've had.
Wow. Your dad sounds like a great mentor. That's good advice.
Yeah. I was 2 years old at the time. My old man, he was like a father to me.
Oh, Shawn. Or should I say Mr. Gatsby?
I've always admired the European way of life, my priorities leaning towards wine, women, and well, that's about it. And there is no more perfect portrait of the beauty of Europe than Natasha Grace. She had everything a man looks for in a woman: blonde hair and a sexy accent. People often say that the lifestyle makes James Bond look like a choir boy. And Natasha was the sexy Swedish Bond girl that would even make 007 envious of the lifestyle.
Hello, Mr. Showstopper. Wow! How did you do that?
It's magic.
I think you're missing your own party.
You mean the party's missing me?
I get it. I'm from Europe. Over there, every night is a party. I'm Natasha.
Shawn.
The whole galaxy knows who Shawn Valentino is.
They think they do.
I love that you're so well traveled. My boyfriend can't afford to travel.
I can't afford not to.
What's your favorite country?
The galaxy.
I've heard you think Scandinavian women are the most beautiful in the world. Is that true?
I always love a good scandal.
Me too.
They say love is friendship, and if you date someone, she should be like your best friend. Gina had a schoolgirl crush on me since high school, but what she didn't learn in her books is that was the very reason I had to keep her at a distance. After all, in the lifestyle, when emotions get deep, your best friend can become your worst enemy.
Jeez, Shawn, did you invite me all the way over here just so I could watch you read?
Exactly.
What are you reading anyways? Oh, The Picture of Dorian Gray. I love Oscar Wilde. The story of a young bachelor living a life of complete decadence.
What about the character?
Shut up, Shawn. You're nothing like Dorian Gray. You're more like Henry Ward, the existential philosopher.
You know what? I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good character, and my enemies for their intellect.
What?
I guess that would make you my friend and my enemy.
Oh, is that all you see me as? Just your friend?
Would you rather be my enemy?
You know what I mean. I knew you before those Showstopper days. Even back then, there were always hot girls hanging around. But they were always hanging around the Showstopper. They never knew the real Shawn.
Neither do I.
Yes, you do. You live your life honestly. Most guys, they talk a big game, but you live your life truthfully and with honesty.
Honest?
Yes. About your lifestyle and your philosophy. Minimize life's worries and maximize life experiences. I only wish I had the confidence.
You can, kid.
If you want to know the truth, I would do it all over again. I loved being there for you. You never judged me for being a nerd or for loving Shakespeare more than Star Wars or for loving Oscar Wilde more than being wild.
There's a wild girl in there somewhere.
It just takes a real playboy to bring it out.
I'll find one for you.
Oh, Shawn.
It is often said that every bad boy has his soft side, and I guess Layla Garcia had tapped into mine. Most girls eventually discover that even my feminine side makes cowboys look like ballet dancers. But with Layla, it was different. Sometimes you put up walls, not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. Her sweet Latina charm had started to chip away at my macho exterior, but it also lured her into the danger zone, that is, the lifestyle.
Hey, Mr. Mystery Theater. Is everything okay? You've been super distant and quiet today. I really hope you're not holding anything back from me. You know? 'Cause I think I got you all figured out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You see, to the galaxy, you might be this big playboy. But I know you gotta get lonely sometimes.
I'm afraid of not being alone.
It's okay to be lonely. It's only human.
I wouldn't know.
But I do. And sometimes I feel like I know you better than you know yourself.
You might be right.
So you might think you have to stay in character for all these other girls, but not with me.
I feel like I can only be myself when I'm in character.
See, I know you're living this big fantasy life and everybody wants to be a part of it. You're driving fast cars and traveling all around the world. But let me tell you something. None of it is real. I'm real, okay? I just want to take care of you. See, Shawn, it's all in your book. That part where you say, we built up walls, not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. I just want to be there for you.
You have no idea what it's like to be me.
That's very wrong. See, to the galaxy, you might be the showstopper. But to me, you're Shawn.
Is there a difference?
There's a huge difference. And I'm gonna be the one to unlock the heart of Shawn Valentino.
Be careful. It's dangerous in there.
But I like danger.
Brave girl. Being part of my lifestyle. It's not as easy as you think.
But I thought you loved your lifestyle.
Most of the time, but sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in a fantasy. You see, everybody wants to be Shawn Valentino. Even I want to be Shawn Valentino.
Oh, Shawn.
When I was 2 years old, my old man told me that a pessimist is a man who thinks that all women are bad. An optimist is a man who hopes they are. The night I met China, her bad girl aura renewed my sense of optimism.
You know what I love about you, Shawn?
Exactly.
We're two sides of the same coin. Underneath this macho exterior is really a smart guy with a good heart.
Every bad boy has his soft side.
Mm-hmm. You know how I know that? Takes one to know one. I'm an only child, just like you. That's why we're so independent. Do you remember that first time you told me, live every day like it's your first? Well, At the time, I didn't really know what it meant, but I figured it out. It's about keeping the innocence and the excitement in life, like when you're a kid. My childhood was a train wreck. My daddy left me when I was 3. And then my mom, she started drinking. I had to grow up way too fast. That's why I have my tough party girl image. But with you, I could be free. I get to be a kid again and see the world through your eyes. All that stuff they say about me, it's not even true. It's just rumors. I let people think what they want. You believe me, don't you, Shawn?
Baby, I don't care.
Shawn.
As I brooded over my decision, I thought back to a conversation I had with Duke Delbert Lloyd the previous night.
If it isn't Mr. Shawn, the Showstopper, Valentino, the most famous bachelor in the galaxy. You know, Shawn, I've been hearing some rumors that somebody is thinking about leaving the lifestyle. You better be counting your lucky stars, because the legends, the giants that carried you on their back and invented the lifestyle themselves single-handedly, your old man and I, way back on the Sunset Strip. We used to rock the world and get the girls. Nothing short of genius with your old man and your boy Lloyd. Creative. What happened to that pill popping, drug smuggling, beer drinking, vodka downing, Playboy? You remember that thing your old man said before he so mysterious disappeared in outer space to that black hole? Before he said, you better make sure Lloyd always has a job. He said, nothing is worth leaving the lifestyle, especially not love.
The Duke's advice made sense, but there was something about him that made me feel that he might have ulterior motives.
Good luck and happy trails.
Like myself, my old man, Don Juan Valentino, was a mysterious legend. He was the biggest rock star in the galaxy. His band, Galaxy, invented the Sunset Strip. Poison, Guns N' Roses, and Bon Jovi tried to sign him to be their lead singer, but they couldn't afford him. Him and Lloyd rocked the world and got the girls. It is even rumored that my old man gave Michael Jackson his leftover jacket and glove. Yes, that glove. You may wonder how I became the most famous bachelor in the galaxy. My old man made his fortune by inventing the first ever party space shuttle. And as his rock star lifestyle hit the stars, his fame crossed the solar system. By the way, we are huge in Saturn. Duke Delbert Lloyd was my old man's closest confidant. The Duke was a drummer in his band. He was also his limo driver, pilot, and space shuttle captain. He was with my old man the day he disappeared in space. For some bizarre reason, my father's last message to Earth was that Lloyd would always have a job in the family. I've been known for years as the Heartbreak Kid, but as I look back on the precious memories with the ladies in my life, I became frightened as I recalled the moment where I understood the ramifications of a broken heart. And after she disappeared, even I shed a tear.
Shawn is like a transformer. He's more than meets the eye.
Shawn acts really cocky, but he's really kind of shy.
He's really kind of sweet.
He's such a cool guy. He's so humble.
This was the toughest decision in the history of the galaxy. While it is true being alone does not mean being lonely, I felt I needed the company of my most loyal companion. I boarded my high-speed jet to a secret castle. At the fortress, I felt a comfort going back to a peaceful time, where brave knights protected the galaxy. There, Lord Theodore Carrington III awaited my arrival.
Theodore Carrington. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Carrington has been a family friend since the Middle Ages. Together, the Carringtons and the Valentinos formed a dynasty that has crossed time and space. We soaked in the ancient atmosphere, the calm before the storm.
Hello, sir. I've been anxiously awaiting your arrival. The Carrington family is aware of your situation. Now, this is what I call traveling in style.
TV's in. Let the fun begin.
Hi, how are you?
Showstopping.
That's cool. Are you one of Shawn's staff members?
Oh no. I heard that the Showstopper was gonna settle down and find the one, so I had to be here for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't think you're Shawn's staff.
Well, no. I mean, I'm his guy. Wait, I'm his man. No,
Hey,
but
you know what? Someday you'll find a great guy to settle down with. Okay?
no, I'm Shawn's best friend.
Headlines of my choice between love and the lifestyle have left me in a susceptible state amongst mere mortals. So Showstopper headquarters gave me the directives to escape to the one place I could blend in, Comic-Con. I boarded one of my private jets and made my journey to San Diego. While on board, I was informed that Agent Athena Hunt awaited me there to provide backup.
Hey. What's your name?
Stevie. I'm Stevie Stern.
I'm China.
Really? Well, you're not going to believe this, but China is my favorite country. So.
Are you like one of the staff or something?
No, I'm Shawn's best friend.
Oh, okay. I don't think Shawn's ever mentioned you before. I recognize this jacket, though. Shawn give it to you?
No, this jacket? No. I have let him borrow it before, and he gave it back. But here and there, you know, we share things.
Well, just a small difference. Shawn can pull it off.
I can pull off Shawn's clothes.
Gotta give it to you. You certainly are persistent.
No, that's not what I meant.
Comic-Con is one of the most surreal experiences in the galaxy. It was also the one place I could immerse myself amongst my peers. In fact, I was recognized as the only one there that could dress like a superhero without wearing a costume. I discussed details of my big decision with fellow icons before my top-secret meeting with Agent Hunt. Athena Hunt is one of the premier wizards in the universe. She is rumored to be the one who trained Harry Potter himself. She provided me a special potion that would suppress my emotions and shield me from any signs of sensitivity.
Hey, are you Natasha Grace?
Yes. How did you know?
Oh my God. I am the biggest fan of yours.
Thank you.
Well, wait, aren't you from Europe?
Yes, I'm Norwegian, but I was raised in Sweden.
Really? You seem like a sweet girl. You know, the Showstopper and I, we travel all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes, and Norwegia's my favorite country.
That's great. I'm gonna get a drink now.
Hey!
I decided I needed some expert advice.
Well, you're pretty proud of the way you turned out.
I've always been very independently happy and confident with myself. And I've always had the attitude that just because you're alone doesn't mean that you're lonely.
But let me tell you something, a committed relationship.
After consulting Dr. Phil, I went to the world's wealthiest and most famous doctor, Dr. Parvizi Shah, the Ayatollah of Orange County, also known as Dr. Thrill. Dr. Thrill was the man who had given me my first private jet. I won it in an intense game of Japanese chess. After losing numerous coin flips where he attempted to win his plane back, he decided he would pay off his debts by becoming the official psychiatrist of the lifestyle. He said, "Remember, kid, love is temporary. The lifestyle is forever."
Hey, I'd like to buy you a drink, lucky lady.
That's very nice of you, but this is Shawn's place, and the drinks are free.
Right. I'm just kidding, you know, but when I see a beautiful girl like you, all alone at the bar, I want to make sure you're drunk.
Who even are you?
Okay, I'm Shawn's best friend.
Well, then surely you must know this by now, but do you know what we call guys like you who buy random girls drinks at bars? Schmucks. Look, you seem like a nice guy, and you're not bad looking.
But you're trying too hard, and it's noticeable. What girls are really interested in are the sexy, mysterious guy in the background who doesn't need anybody. The sexiest cologne a guy can wear is apathy.
My decision of a lifetime put my mind in a quandary of questions. Was I ready to lead the lifestyle? If I was, who would I choose? And if I knew who, then when? And why is my voice so much deeper when I'm in thought?
Hi. How are you? I'm Brooke.
Cool.
So, what are you doing here?
Chilling, you know, being pathetic.
Huh?
I mean, being apathetic.
Oh, okay. So, what's your name then?
Stevie Stern.
Wow. That sounds like something out of a comic book.
Well, my alter ego is a superhero, and I do save lives.
Really? So then what's your superhero name?
I prefer to keep that mystery.
You must be one of Shawn's fans.
Yes, I'm his biggest fan. I mean, no, I am Shawn's best friend. That's what I meant to say.
I've never heard him mention you before. So tell me, how long have you guys known each other?
Oh, we go way, way back. Oh my God, Shawn Valentino! What are you doing, man? Maximizing life experiences?
Always.
Please sign this book. This is my favorite one.
Of course, man.
And when you get in there, can you please just make it out to say Shawn's best friend? Sure. Okay, now write it on my chest.
What is your name?
Stevie.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Okay, but I'm Shawn's best friend.
Shawn only has one best friend, and you're looking at him.
Okay, I didn't want to have to do this. Look, I'm the president of the Shawn Valentino fan club, all right? I heard he was going to settle down with the one. I had to come here and get the scoop. I have to talk to Shawn. You have to let me see Shawn.
That's all well and good, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave now, Stanley.
Hey, it's Stevie!
Who cares? I'd like to wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Whoa.
Mr. Valentino, we've received credible information that Dr. Thrill and the Bollywood boys are at an exclusive fundraiser, ready to give you top secret emotional support. We made arrangements with your bodyguard, Agent Martinez, to secure the manifesto before attending the gathering. Good luck.
Upon being contacted by Showstopper headquarters, I morphed into disguise and proceeded to meet Agent Martinez to hand her the manifesto before proceeding to the fundraiser. They say karma is a bachelor, so I decided to put on something more comfortable and visit some friends at one of the world's most exclusive parties for some support. Alfie G was named Playboy of the Year by People magazine. He was also an expert in shielding any form of emotional expression. He was Dr. Thrill's top student. Rithik Khan was named Bollywood's most eligible bachelor. He was also a highly skilled attorney that was able to draft wedding contracts without the bride discovering the prenuptial agreement. Just as I thought I was safe amongst my bachelor buddies, I received an urgent message from Showstopper headquarters.
Mr. Valentino, we have just received reliable intel that Stevie Stearns has slipped past your security. Abort mission. I repeat, abort mission.
With Stevie Stearns on the loose, I could not let the package get out into the open. I proceeded to Showstopper headquarters where Duke Delbert was securing the manifesto. We knew we had to keep a low profile as we raced off into the night.
So, Shawn's your best friend?
No, I'm Shawn's best friend.
He must really care for you. Shawn used to tell me that love is like friendship, and he couldn't really be serious about a girl unless she was like a best friend.
You know, Shawn's talked to me about you too.
Really?
Yeah. He told me you graduated at the top of your class, so you didn't have me fooled for a second. He also said you had a great sense of humor.
Really? I've never even heard Shawn laugh.
No, that would be too human for him.
So, you're an only child? That must have been hard. I had 5 brothers.
Wow, that's a lot of siblings. Shawn and I, we have only child syndrome. You must have had a lot of protection on dates.
Oh, yeah, and I needed it. You know, my dad left us when we were young, too, so my mother had to be everything to everybody.
When my mom was drinking, she was nothing to nobody.
And now, returning from his award-winning intergalactic tour, Bollywood's biggest star, the voice of a generation. Here he is, live and in living color, the one, the only, Kamal Khan.
इतना करम कर दे मुझ पे सनम कर दे अपनी कशिश को थोड़ा सा कम कर दे पागल न हो जाओ दिल को क्या समझाऊं तेरे ख्यालों में ऐसा नशा पाऊं आँखों में मस्ती है ऐसे तू हंसती है दिल तेरी अदाओं ने चुरा ही लिया जुल्फों में बारिश है दिल की गुजारिश है आज मेरी बाहों में जरा पास आ क्या बात है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना क्या खूब है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना क्या बात है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना क्या खूब है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना तेरी मोहब्बत में तेरी इबादत में खोया ही रहता हूँ तेरी ही हसरत में तेरी ही चाहत है तेरी जरूरत है तेरे ख्वाबों में दिल की हकीकत है आँखों में मस्ती है ऐसे तू हंसती है दिल तेरी अदाओं ने चुरा ही लिया जुल्फों में बारिश है दिल की गुजारिश है आज मेरी बाहों में जरा पास आ क्या बात है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना क्या खूब है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना क्या बात है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना क्या खूब है तुझ पास है मेरी जाना ओ जाना
I recall the most frightening moment of my life. A day I nearly had a flight with the angels. It was supposed to be the greatest day of my life. I was accompanied by Natasha Grace, launching a worldwide tour promoting the lifestyle. As we boarded my private jet, over 100,000 screaming fans were there to catch a glimpse into a life of luxury. Unfortunately, one of those was my so-called biggest fan, Stevie Stearns, who had snuck past our impenetrable security team to unleash his diabolic plan. As the galaxy knows, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I'm also a fighter when the lifestyle is at risk. It was to be the most monumental battle of my existence. An epic struggle for survival at 75,000 feet. They say the most dangerous men on the planet have the friendliest faces. And in my universe, the deranged president of my fan club, Stevie Stearns, was the face of fear. But thanks to my world-class combat skills, I emerged triumphant. Over 100,000 fans awaited us at my private airport to celebrate my victory. The Showstopper saves the world and gets the girl once again. But I knew that my demonic archenemy would live to fight another day. It was the toughest altercation in my life.
Guys, I think we may have learned something valuable here today. We're not all as different as it may have seemed.
Gina's right. I mean, I came here to win this so-called game, but I think I actually won some new friends. So, did Shawn ever tell you he was in love?
You mean with anyone other than himself?
Seriously though, I've spent so many amazing moments with Shawn and he never mentioned anything about me being the only one. I guess I should be more appreciative of his honesty.
I know what you mean. I've known him here probably the longest, and yet he was always the one friend-zoning me.
He reminds me of guys in Europe. He's very carefree.
And I feel like most guys think that they need to tell girls exactly what they want to hear.
That's true, but I think we as women need to be more clear with our feelings. I guess I never told Shawn that I was in love with him either. Not that it would matter.
He would probably just say, exactly.
As I contemplated whether I still had the capacity to care, I recalled the night I met Imara Love. When I laid eyes on her, it was the perfect example of love at first sight, and she caught my interest as well. Imara was not like other girls. She wasn't just in awe of the myth of the Showstopper. She was in love with Shawn Valentino, the man, and the feeling was mutual. When Imara was with me, she was the happiest woman in the galaxy. It is still a mystery what led to her disappearing without saying goodbye. I had a strange feeling that a shadowy figure from my past had pushed her over the edge. As my old man said, sometimes your most loyal friends are your most devious enemies.
Don't you think that us women, we play too many games?
I mean, not all women play games, but I do know a few that have gone on a date for a free dinner. LA hustle is real, y'all.
I feel like it's too much pressure for American women to prove themselves as equal.
I think it's in women's nature to be nurturing. I don't know, I guess it's my old-fashioned Latina values.
Well, you know what they say? Men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
And Shawn's from Uranus.
Not only was time running out like sand in an hourglass, I discovered that something far more sinister was at hand. My worst fears had come true. IMF had tipped off MI6, which informed the FBI, who contacted the CIA to warn me that Stevie Stearns, my arch enemy and self-proclaimed best friend, had invaded my top-secret compound. If this was indeed true, the fate of the galaxy was at stake.
Wipe that smug look off your face, you pompous prick. You can't let the ladies see you like this.
I knew I had to blend in, to disappear amongst the humans. So I proceeded to my fleet of exotic cars and found the perfect vehicle to make a discreet entrance.
Even though he has this playboy persona, I think he really enjoys a girl who can show she really cares.
I'd like to take care of someone and have a family one day. But for now, I just want to be free and have some fun.
Yes! And what's wrong with that? Men can be carefree bachelors, but when a woman is, she's branded as a slut.
Yeah, but y'all, I think part of the problem is, instead of building each other up, we're too catty and quick to judge each other.
Shawn used to tell me you take a group of guys and you put them on a deserted island and they end up becoming best friends. You do the same thing with a group of girls and they end up hating each other.
Yeah, but all that's changing because it's time for a new kind of feminism to rise. One where women treat each other like sisters and men are not the enemy.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that our so-called best friend is a man of mystery that we barely know.
James Dean once said, "Dream as if you live forever. Live as if you'll die today." I've always lived each day as if it is a dream. It was right here that Dean stood in Rebel Without a Cause. And as I looked down at the sparkling lights of Tinseltown, I imagined whether this modern-day rebel would be happier with a lovely lady to bask in the dreamlike moonlight of Hollywood. Emotions were running high, but Showstopper headquarters had informed me that Agent Serling had contained the situation.
Ladies, earlier in the evening, you asked me several questions about Shawn, and I did not want to say much.
Well, we didn't want you to kill yourself.
You all think that Shawn is very mysterious, but his philosophy on life is actually very simple. Live each moment as if it was his last.
You mean his first?
Correct. But the reason you haven't received any answers from me is because you haven't been asking the right questions. All of you are here tonight, not for Shawn. This is for you.
As I strolled down the Walk of Fame, I reflected on my choice. Each of the special ladies in my life have brought some magic into my fantasy lifestyle. Brooke, Layla, Gina, Natasha, China. But the question remained, could the guy who has it all choose just one?
Thinking that I wanted to be Miss Showstopper, but in my heart, I knew I wasn't ready to settle down.
I want to travel and go to all the places Shawn has gone, but not necessarily with him. Shawn used to tell me that traveling on your own is the ultimate confidence builder.
That's so true. I guess I came here more out of curiosity than any real desire to be in a relationship.
I mean, personally, I would love to find true love. But deep down inside, I know Shawn is not capable of loving anyone like that.
To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance.
Mr. Valentino, we've received this clue. If you decipher it, it will help you come to your decision. When the world falls apart, follow your heart. Good luck. Growing up in Sterling Heights, Michigan, I've always dreamed of Hollywood. So, it was inevitable that what may be the final morning of the lifestyle would bring me here. The sign was a symbol of dreams, one that Hugh Hefner himself had saved. But for me, it also brought back bittersweet memories in my nightmares. It was here where I shared my first kiss with a lady that symbolized love, Imara love. And when she disappeared, so did any desire of leaving the lifestyle. As I graced my presence under the glory of the Hollywood sign, haunted by my magical memories, I began to realize that maybe the choice between love and the lifestyle wasn't as difficult as it seemed. As I arrived at this lucid realization, I knew where I needed to go.
Just leave it to the Bachelor to invite all his closest girlfriends to his own bachelor party.
Well, when I asked Shawn if he ever wanted to get married, he never answered. And then, when I asked him if he'd do it just to have a bachelor party, he told me that a bachelor party was like the last supper before the electric chair.
Ladies, all of you are laughing, but that's not a joke. Do you know what Shawn told me he would do if he ever had an actual bachelor party?
Rent out a Vegas club.
No, Shawn's above that. He would rent out the Playboy mansion.
No, he would have one last solo European adventure.
No, he would go on a South American escape.
Ladies, I think you're all wrong. Aren't you listening to what Rich just said? Shawn is not as mysterious as he appears.
And Brooke is absolutely correct. Shawn told me this. He would invite his best friends over to his house, have some cold beverages, and watch some classic films. Ladies, allow me to ask you this question. Why is it that when a man settles down, he finds the need to have that one last adventure, one that usually involves other women?
Maybe to compensate for the fact that they never lived out their adventures when they were single.
Shawn's been living his bachelor party for the last 10 years.
Yeah, without showing any pretenses of actually wanting to get married.
I mean, can you imagine the Showstopper changing diapers?
That would stop my show if I saw it.
People always come to me for advice. In fact, when I offer my 2 cents, I get $100 in change. So it's not often that I'm the one going to someone else for guidance.
Right on time.
Why?
You've been dominating today's news cycle, or haven't you noticed? Sit. Here you go. You earned this one. So, Shawn Valentino, you think he's leaving the lifestyle? Let me guess. I'll take a stab at it. You're struggling between the natural desire for intimacy over a long period of time with a single person versus the fun, freedom, and joy you have found in the lifestyle.
Somehow she had read my mind.
Shawn, you know the drill. Get quiet, look into yourself, be rigorously honest, do the personal work, and then know that you're going to make the best decision of your life. Go get him, kid.
California party.
Ain't nothing like a Cali party. If you're feeling naughty, get lit, pass it to somebody. She's a pro, so here's my warning. We ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. Nobody bothering me. Get it free when the burning tree. I'm climbing Cypress Hills, I might just chill and bite the pill and fight for the right to like what we will. Cause I'm on a roll with the dog, father feeling another ball. Give and go, perfect throw like Brady at the Super Bowl. Check the flow, impeccable, got the green, incredible. High grade medical, you feel it in your skeleton. Cause I'm in it, she gon' get it in a minute. I'ma blow your mind so telekinetic. So leave your man alone, come along, get a bone. Now let's get blown. I've been drinking juice and gin. It's a California party. I've been smoking, mind is open. We ain't tryna hurt nobody. Ain't nothing but a California party. Ain't nothing but a California party. Ain't nothing but a California party. We do what we want to. Pass the green to me. When I'm feeling so down, I puff up a cloud. Even though I speak low, mama always smoke loud. Sativa, believer, you know what I need. OG, leave those sticks so I've been drinking juice and gin. It's a California party. I've been smoking, mind is open. We ain't tryna hurt nobody. Ain't nothing but a California party. Ain't nothing but a California party. Ain't nothing but a California party.
Before returning to my mansion to make my big decision, I decided to stop by a different mansion for some inspiration. A place that was my home away from home. The Playboy Mansion. It was the end of an era. Not only had my hero left us for his playmates in the heavens, I discovered the gates of the mansion were closed forever. As I walked away from the pleasure palace for the last time, I realized there was only one final place I could go before making my decision, and that was meeting the man himself.
I'm sorry, Master. I can't help you this time.
that saved a wretch like me. I once was
My mind was racing faster than Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible film. I realized it was time to come to a decision, a choice between my fate and my philosophy.
Why doesn't this moron make up his mind?
Mr. Valentino. Sorry, sir. I was talking about someone else.
The moment that would change the fate of the galaxy forever had finally come. At the Showstopper Museum, realizing not only that I was making the toughest decision of my life, I would also have to be prepared for a possible confrontation for the ages with sinister Stevie Stearns.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming tonight. It's the toughest decision. The Showstoppers. Life. So, after plenty soul searching, I've decided to choose the lifestyle.
Kitchen ghost. Guess I'll just find myself another guy. But Shawn will always be my hot tamale. Sure. Hey, Richie. How you doing?
The ladies endured a long, agonizing period of heartbreak that lasted about 30 seconds before realizing that they, too, wanted to bask in the glory of the lifestyle.
Ain't nothing but a California party. Come on, ain't nothing but a California party.
When you hit LAX, you know who to call. The one with it all, Big Snoop Dogg. I got green trees, whatever you like. I can get it all day, you can have it by night. Cuz the plug, I get you anything, by any means. Gangsta, 501s, shell toes, tank top, no skinny jeans. Breaking away, taking a chance while making a play. Take it away, feel the fire, now drift away. Smoking on a bleezy, spliff a check. 2 hits a day, keep me with a whole bunch of shit to say. Raise the flag, toast the glass, shake the bag, now take a drag.
I've been drinking juice and gin. It's a California party. I've been smoking, mind is open. We ain't tryna hurt nobody. Ain't nothing but a California party. Ain't nothing but a California party. Ain't nothing but a California party.
Ain't nothing like get lit, pass it to somebody. She's a pro, so here's my warning. We ain't leaving till 6 in the morning.
I thought I had to make a decision between love and the lifestyle, but I realized it was a false choice because my true love is the lifestyle. So whenever you are faced with the choice of a lifetime, remember to ask yourself this: what is happiness to you? When you can answer that question and live out your dreams, you too will be living the lifestyle.
In the news today, the World Food Organization has discovered the cure for global hunger. Oh, wait! Breaking news! The most famous bachelor in the galaxy, Shawn Valentino, has made the decision to remain in the lifestyle.
After the decision of a lifetime, I found peace returning to the symbol of where my dreams began. The same landmark my hero, Hugh Hefner, had saved from ruin. Somewhere he is smiling at my choice. Right here, in this magical place, the legend and the lifestyle of Mr. Playboy live on forever.
Mr. Valentino, congratulations on your decision, but your time to celebrate is short. We've received this anonymous message. Sometimes, the greater the peace, the greater the suffering. For us, we're here with Manifesto.
International uproar has erupted. We await further details, but it appears it's up to the Showstopper himself to save the galaxy once again.
My mission, if I choose to accept it.
I puff up a cloud, even though I speak low, mama always smoke loud. Sativa, believer, you know what I need. OG, leave those sticks, I'm